What is up, and welcome to Hot Take, where we chill out and listen to some music together and get to decide what we think. I'm Toby AKA Kushing from the T&D channel. Make sure you check out everything we do. And today I'm going to be looking at some more Doja Cat. And the reason I wanted to was there's just been a lot of weird conspiracies and, anti-hype against the last couple songs that she put out, Demons and Paint the Town Red.
She's literally not saying anything of substance in the whole shit. Like, all she's doing in this song is just doing demonic shit. And I'm low-key getting tired of it. Like, this devil shit's starting to get played out.
I specifically want to talk about this picture that she posted because the Lord told me, expose to the people of God what is going on here.
When it comes to Doja Cat's new music, all anyone can seem to focus on are the demons. But at the center of these demons, what is there? A businesswoman. And she's been trying to tell you that you've been focusing on this for a long time.
And I kind of wanted to go over a couple things about this that crossed my mind. First off, I just wanted to cover the idea of satanic panic. So this was a term coined in the 80s. And since then, there's been over 12,000 cases of, satanic abuse. And in the 80s, there was this huge book called Michelle Remembers, which they basically were using this recovered memory therapy and having them remember this abuse that didn't happen. And it was kind of spearheaded by like churches and some religious groups and stuff like that. And they went on talk shows, and it was this huge thing, which was basically fear mongering in a sense. They were like getting Christians afraid that like things were at the end of times and the devil's coming for you and you should be afraid and all these things. And to this date, those 12,000 accusations have not been proven anywhere, which is weird when you think about it. It's like the people that believe in that would say, oh, it's not been proven because they just haven't found it. They're good at hiding it. But fucking 12,000? I mean, geez. And so this was kind of where I wanted to start. And so speaking on that, like fear mongering, I kind of feel that way with some artists these days. I feel like they use this, and they kind of always have in the industry, used it to get hate clicks, And so I wanted to hop in. We're going to start with, let's go ahead and start with Demons. And we're going to check out this song and talk more about what I think. Let's go. Off of that topic, just about this song in particular, I've been into Doja Cat recently. She's really been surprising me. And this is a new area for her. Like this, it almost reminds me of like a 6ix9ine kind of approach, that like aggro screaming and you're like peeking out the mics sound, in the same sense, like that 808 that sounds like the trunks rattling, but it's on like speakers that aren't rattling. It could be in headphones, anything, they're kind of cheating the feeling of like rattling a trunk with that stuff too. But the same thing with the peeking out of the voice, But I like that aggro style she's taking. It is different for her, but
I am on the bigger things. I just bought a limousine. You live like me in your dreams. Yes, you do. I just quit the nicotine. I did. If you throwing dick at me, do it, nigga. That shit should be big at least. Do it, nigga. Nigga, I'ma bring the heat. I'ma bring the would never let you in my VIP. We are enemies, we are foes. Who are you, and what are those? You are gross. Percocet got you playing with your nose. Yeah.
So this is a good place to stop here. So one thing about this video that I didn't get, that people were getting freaked out about, like she's going demonic or satanic or what the fuck, like this one specifically is weird because, like, if you look right here, first of all, they're horror movie references. Like the director had an idea of like her demons, you know, like them being represented through like classic horror movie situations, you know. So right away, it kind of just throws that out the window for this one. But this is kind of a list of a few that were used in there. And there's a ton. So like this is the Shining scene that they're imitating, the shower. And then also in that same scene, they are kind of using the Nightmare on Elm Street thing. As you see here, the picture of like of Freddy coming with the claws when she's in the tub. And then you've got Poltergeist, Gothic, and The Witch, which I don't know them really well. Paranormal Activity, Silence of the Lambs, Quarantine. I mean, there's a lot. That's just like the top ones that are obvious, apparently. But that's a pretty cool idea to me, to take all the ideas of big horror movies and put them into a music video. So
How my demons look. Now that my pockets full. How my demons look. Yeah. Now that you bitches shook. Yeah. How my demons look. Now that my pockets full. Yeah. How my demons look. Yeah. Now that you bitches shook. I'm a puppet, I'm a sheep, I'm a cash cow. I'm the fastest growing bitch on all your apps now. You are tired of me cause I'm on your ass now. You are mad at me cause I am all they slap now. I can nap now. Lots of people that were sleeping say I rap now. Lots of people's hopes and dreams.
yeah, and again, just to speak on the flow switch ups that she keeps doing, it's really impressive. Like she, in the first verse, it was more of like a demon baby, like a possessed baby doll kind of sound. And this one's more of like a nerdy kind of working through your words this way. It's like, it's funny, dude. It's very, very creative too, the way she's jumping through shit like that.
I finally trash now. Lots of people say they met me in the past now. I done took the spotlight and made them black out. I done took the whole dick and blew my back out. I just swallowed all his kids and spit the class out. I take the trash out. I'm finna cash out. Bitch, do not pass out. Yeah, ayy, how my demons look.
That's definitely a Poltergeist thing, right?
Now that my pockets full.
The cabinets opening
How my demons look.
and the stacking chairs.
Now that you bitches shook. Yeah, how my demons look. Now that my pockets full. How my demons look. Now that you bitches shook.
That was awesome. You got to give it to her and the director, Christian Dreslauer. What is it? Shout out to them. That was a great idea and executed well. I also want to check out Paint the Town Red. But in between, I kind of want to hit on that idea again. So, like, the reason people get afraid of this stuff is kind of the idea of the coin term satanic panic, right? But I feel like on the flip side, there is what I'm probably going to put in this title or somewhere on it, what I like to call Satan baiting, is the other side of this moral quandary. Because it's like, basically, they're using fear-mongering tactics as well to get hate clicks and things like that. So, like, in this song, in Paint the Town Red, there's a lot of imagery, a lot of demonic imagery. And, like Sam Smith, when he did the Grammys, of course, like Lil Nas X, Montero, like all of them just kind of re-bring up this idea of like, oh, there's like people out there trying to get us that have this evil force behind them, you know? And I'm not even talking about people like Lil Uzi Vert, which openly claims he's like Luciferian maybe, or like believes in the devil, worships the devil. Not even speaking on that shit. Like, I'm just speaking about how we bait people with fear in order to make money, which is the same moral dilemma that Satanic Panic had back in the 80s and still has, when like churches come out and try to scare you into giving them money and believing in their cause. So it's like they both seem wrong to me in a way, but this one has less consequences, I will say, like, because on the other hand, you are condemning people for how they live, and on this, you're kind of using what they believe in against them. So it's, to me, it seems like it causes less damage, but it doesn't seem like it's any better morally, you know? So I kind of wanted to look into that idea. So in this one, kind of same thing. There's just a lot of little subtle imagery, you know, and they're just having fun. They're just trying to get you to click, and I understand that. And what was weird about this one too is I heard this one on our local radio station, and they, you know, they bleep out bitch and they'll bleep out other words. They left in the dick in my kidneys line, which is weird, but they bleeped the word devil. So that in the hook here, it's, ooh, she the devil. They bleeped that word out and left dick in, which was weird to me. And I was just like, what are you trying to keep from the kids? What's scarier? You know, it's like, I guess you shouldn't be afraid of sexuality either, depending on the age, but like, I don't know where they're drawing the line at like cutting out the word devil, and then leaving certain words in. It just doesn't seem, it's not even a curse word, right? And she's using it in the sense of like, oh, she a bad bitch. Like she's the devil. She's going to get you. She's a man eater. She's a, you know, like that's the kind of sense I got from it. I didn't get anything weird from it. But anyway, let's check this one out too. See, the blood imagery is a big one that's used over the years, I noticed too. She got the bug eyes on.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Like, I guess the first thing people were talking about was like, some of them look like anarchy symbols to me. But I guess people just are like, there's probably some pentagrams on there as well. And then I guess she's writing on like a cartoon demon. But again, just kind of playing into the fact that you're afraid to see these images. And also, so this reminds me too of Jay-Z, On to the Next One, because that was one of the first ones that was like very overt to me, in the sense of like, it was flashing images. It was just like sex and blood and violence, which are all the things that like activate your lizard brain, right? It's like, it's something you can't look away from. It's so attractive. It's why like all our movies, of course, are violence and sex. How could you not? Don't you want to? I mean, you can't help it. It's in your blood, literally, to want to see sex and death. You can't help it. It just like triggers this aggression in your mind. So it's a great tactic. They're just using this old tactic, you know, of like flashing imagery at you that's going to get that part of the brain activated, you know. So you watch more intently, possibly buy it, or at least talk about it on Twitter and or X. You talk shit about it is still publicity, right? So like, whatever gets you attention, you know.
All that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah, said my happiness is all of your misery. I put good dick all in my kidneys. This small gel don't come with no jealousy. My illness don't come with no remedy. I am so much fun without Hennessy. They just want my love and my energy. You can't talk no shit without penalties. Bitch, I'm in your shit if you send for me. I'm going to glow up one more time, trust me. I have magical foresight. You gon' see me sleeping in courtside. You gon' see me eating 10 more times, ugh. You can't take that bitch nowhere, ugh. I look better with no hair, ugh. Ain't no sign I can't smoke here, ugh. Yeah. Give me the chance and I'll go there. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal.
Yeah, this is another great video though, like great production. Like their look here is very, if it's demonic, but it's also very alien. Brings up thoughts of torture or something too, like the eyeballs. But is the one of the best ad libs I've ever heard in a song. Like I would throw that in at any point. Like you need the deeper the better. Like get some throat in that.
She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Yeah, said pop make money, now you try, bitch. You could use a revamp with a new vibe, sis. I don't need a big feature or a new sidekick. I don't need a new fan, cause my boo like it. I don't need to wear a wig to make you like it. I'm a two-time bitch, you ain't knew I'd win. Throw a shot like you tryna have a foot fight then. All my ops waiting for me to be you, I bet. Said I got drive, I don't need a car. Money really all that we fiending for. I'm doing things they ain't seen before. Bands ain't dumb, but extreme is all. I'm a demon lord, fall off what, I ain't seen the horse. Called your bluff, better cite the source. Fame ain't something that I need no more. Cause bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous.
Oh, the line is cite the source. I thought it said been a sight for sores, which I thought was a great, that's, you know, a sight for sore eyes kind of thing. I don't know what the scene of her chopping up thing is, because she's like, she cuts like what would be like an umbilical cord or whatever, and then like it drops to the meat scene, so maybe they're implying like some human meat or something. I don't really know about that one.
I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. She the devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. She put her foot to the pedal. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle.
And I love the graininess. It's in the music and over the film, which is nice. Like has that almost lo-fi feel a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot in there. There's a lot of imagery, a lot of things you could take the wrong way, but I think it's just trying to grab your attention, you know? So yeah, those were two awesome songs. I have to admit, I love them, and she's the best. And I think when it boils down to it, I think we're just intrigued by things that scare us. That's why we like horror movies. That's why we're attracted to things that we just don't get. You know, aliens, things like that. Like it's a fantasy that we can't prove in a lot of ways, and the same thing with like religion and horror stuff. So it kind of makes sense to me. I just kind of wanted to touch on the topic since like these two I just heard a lot of shit about, and they seemed obvious that it wasn't weird to me. Like it seemed pretty typical that they were just playing off of a horror theme. It's about to be spooky season anyway, you know? Love you guys. And let me know what you thought about these, about the whole like Satan baiting thing. If you think people are doing it on purpose, if it's intentional, or if they're like, or if you believe some sketch shit, you know, you don't have to keep it to yourself, but you know, don't bring me into it. Love y'all. And check out everything else we do. Make sure to check out our Patreon. We got a bunch of cool shit up on there. Make sure to check my music out under Kushing, and check our brand out, Real Bird. Drinks and joints and tabs and dabs and deems and dreams. It's a cult, baby. Maybe we're Satan baiting with the occult thing. It all kind of makes sense when it gets down to it. Love y'all. Peace.